stories, unless stated, do not belong to me and were sent in. If you'd like to send in your own story, hit me up on my Instagram social media, as well as my Tumblr and even my Twitter. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell if you'd like to get more content such as this, and if you'd like to support the channel as well as myself, go and check out my Redbubble that has all of my fan art as well as multiple things that I've created that you can buy: t-shirts, mugs, scarves, anything you can think of to help support the channel. Thank you.
Hello seafarers and weebs alike, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're not going to be venturing into the depths of the weeb and the pocky and whatnot, but to their distant cousins, the neckbeards. And into this trove, I will lead you, your leader and guide, through this dangerous and odorous journey. Let's get into it. So I was in a friend group with several other guys back in college. Keep in mind that almost all of them were independent or right-leaning. Many of them came from small towns or more conservative areas. You know how you have to have that friend in your group that nobody likes. We had one of those, and for the sake of the story, we'll call him Jerkface. Jerkface was unhealthily obsessed with anime and computers. Like, he would literally talk to us in computer codes, basically rubbing in our faces about how smart he was. Which was hilarious, because two of my best friends in the group were both computer science majors. They said he always screwed things up all the time. The dude did not know how to use deodorant, wash his clothes correctly, and I'm pretty sure he never found out that soap existed. He had the grossest, patchiest beard I've ever seen. Like, straight up didn't grow in some places, and the places where it did, it was easily over 3 inches long. He also had a really bad habit of being super creepy with girls, which obviously they were like, heck no, and rejected him flat out. So it made him super bitter about that. Nevertheless, he still persisted. In my junior year of college, there was this girl, Daisy, who was a friend of someone else in the group who started hanging out with us. She was very pretty and was super into gaming, video games and card games, anime and coding. Basically the perfect storm for Jerkface. He was relentlessly trying to get with her, trying to invite himself to help her with computer science homework, even though she was a higher level class than he was, roleplay in his texts with her with some cringy anime stuff, and trying to show up my best friends with his extensive computer knowledge whenever they talked about anything remotely related to it with her, and trying to speak weeaboo Japanese to her. Now, I'm absolutely stupid with computers, and I had asked Daisy one day if she could come help me with my basic programming class. Mainly because my two other friends were away for the weekend. And I was even stupider for asking for help in front of Jerkface. Not because he was mad that I didn't ask him, but because apparently Daisy was off limits, because they were made for each other. He texted me all of this, by the way. Yeah, buddy, screw you. I need help with my homework. I wasn't even interested in her anyways, so I didn't know what he was getting all amped up at. As it turned out, Daisy and I ended up hitting it off pretty quickly after that, and we started hanging out with each other a lot. About 3 weeks in, we started dating and didn't tell anyone yet. A few weeks after that, we decided it was serious and made it Facebook official. Everyone in my group apparently saw it coming, and were happy that we were together. Except for Jerkface. After changing the status on Facebook, Jerkface stopped coming to our daily dining common dinners, which I didn't really mind. One day, though, he came back and sat as far away from me and Daisy as possible, talking to everybody else but us. It was super awkward, but fine, whatever. Afterwards, one of the guys asked if we wanted to chill at his house off campus, since it was huge and we could all fit. Naturally, we were all going to, except for Daisy. She said that she had too much homework and couldn't afford to procrastinate. Fast forward to the house, we're all at least 2 beers in, none of us are usually that drunk. Half of us are playing COD and the other half are just chilling on the couch. Jerkface slides over to me on the other side of the couch, out of nowhere, but I smelled him before I saw him. He looked down at my phone and saw I was texting Daisy. Me, in a joking way, "Hey, can I help you?" Jerkface: "I don't understand." Me. What? Jerkface. Daisy said she was straight. Yes, as far as I know she is. Unless she became a lesbian and she forgot to tell me, that would be awkward. I always like the girl of my dreams who end up being lesbians. Dude, what the F are you talking about? If she was actually straight, she would have ended up with me. Because, you having a vagina and all, there's no way you'd be able to satisfy a straight woman. Now, for context, I'm a transgender man. While Daisy was surprised to find out that I was transgender when I told her, she didn't give any shits. By that interaction, I had been on hormones for 3 years. Everyone in my friend group, including Jerkface, had known me since freshman year right before I started taking hormone replacement. They had always included me in the group and treated me like any other guy from the very beginning, even when my voice was high and squeaky and I looked like I was 11. So Jerkface must not have realized how loud he was talking, because suddenly the entire room went silent. My friend, dude, what the heck? Jerkface, what? I'm just saying that she can't be straight if she's dating me, basically. My friend, you are so full of shit. But he has a vagina. Who cares? I do. She stole the girl of my dreams, corrupting her with feminist cancer. God, I wish that I was making this up. Now she's confused and needs a real man to bring her back. You don't have to be a little jealous bee just because you're still a virgin and he can grow a better beard than you can. Cue the half-drunk oohing from the rest of the group. Jerkface, hey, all I'm saying is... No, be quiet. You've crossed the line. You've been a massive douche to both of them since the beginning, and it's really annoying. She should have turned you down anyways because you're a giant creep and everyone knows it. That's why she didn't want to go out with you, because you suck. Don't drag him into your sad, pathetic pity party and blame everyone else for your issues. They're really good together, and I don't think you should stoop so low to pull out this "you're not a real man" stuff. But apparently that's too much to expect from you. He always has been a real man, and you know it. What happened next was kind of a blur because I was still relaying that my friend said in my head because he'd never been a person to get angry and confront anyone. A shouting match started between Jerkface and my best friend, and then at some point, Jerkface grabbed someone's beer bottle and smashed it against the floor. Obviously, the party host was beyond pissed and kicked him out. Thankfully, after that night, Jerkface found a new group of friends, basically all looked like other neckbeards, and I didn't end up having him in one of my classes last semester, but he sat as far away from me as possible. But yeah, what an experience. At least now I know how much of my friends had my back, and it's nice to see them stick up for me and see me as one of them. What's actually funny, unfortunately, me and Daisy ended up breaking up 2 years ago, but we're still good friends, and I got curious and searched up Jerkface's Facebook profile while I had defriended him years ago. Turns out he went full incel and got charged with stalking a woman. And though he keeps his profile basically public and keeps on raging about the feminist cancer in the post detailing his stalking charge. Well, that was a ride from beginning to end. And one that I hope you guys at least enjoyed. We'll come exploring in the Neckbeard caves again someday, but until then, I'll see you next time.